Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This right here is a bike I just got a few days ago, and I'm going to open it here in a second for you. But this is a Fastback in a very cool sky blue color, and I have a lot of bikes and I don't have any sky blue, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to get one. So let me go ahead and open this one for you. Alright, and there it is. This is the sky blue, and there's the banana seat. Again, these are 20-inch rims on this. And they're very similar to the crate Stingrays, however they have 20-inch on front and back. So this was out before the crates, and these are very cool bikes, so I can't wait to get it out for you guys. Alright, well, she's out of the box, and there's the handlebars, the front wheel, and it looks like the fork's still attached to it, so they probably took that off to make more room. There's the seat. I did buy a replacement seat for it already. This one's got some tears in there, which is typical of these banana seats. They have the mylar striping on it. That's where all the pressure happens when you're jumping on them. And here's the bike. Again, this is a classic color right here. And these are basically a Stingray category. And it comes with a mag wheel sprocket just like the crates. Alright, well there she is. She's unwrapped. And it's pretty rough. So this will definitely be a project in the works. Looks like the rims definitely will need to be cleaned up. This derailleur here has got quite a bit of road rash and definitely quite a bit of patina. It's functional though, it looks like. As you can see, the chrome still shines beautifully. The one-piece crank looks pretty good on this side. However, the other side I'll show you, it's got some damage on it. But it looks like the decals overall are pretty decent. Front badge. 1973 was the last year of the stick shifts. So when I got this bike, I noticed that the stick shift was gone, but they used the shifting on the handlebar. For safety purposes, they took out the stick shift and actually restored one. And as part of the project, I'm going to put this on it. So this is how it would have looked like in 73. So that's going to look pretty cool. So again, this is going to be a modification project. Here's the original banana seat. I got a replacement on the way that's Schwinn approved. It's exactly the same material, and they're actually rebuilt from real bucket seats. And this one I'll keep. This is a souvenir. And here's the front rim and wheel. And as you can see, the headset bearings are definitely cooked. So would have done those anyway. Got the original handlebar grips, which is kind of a cool flake sky blue on them, and then the chrome on the brakes needs to be replaced as well. So again, this is going to be a bigger project than I had anticipated. The pictures on eBay always look better, but once I put this thing together, it's going to look really nice. Here's the serial number, and again, when I get done with it, it's going to look like an early 70s version of it with a stick shift and a cool sky blue. And I'm going to buy the Fastback slick on it too. Alright, so as a whole, she's all there, and actually it looks much better when it's all put back together. But I went ahead and just attached everything real quick to make sure everything is there. And there's the brakes. These cables are definitely original and toast. These pedals look really good. I'm not sure if they're original for the bike, because they're a lot cleaner than the rest of the bike, because these are authentic Schwinn cross block pedals, and they're the same as you see on the crates. And I was telling you about the other side of the crank, and this will be a good test for my trusty evapor rust. I think that'll come off, so we'll see. Otherwise, I'll have to just buy, I see these all the time on eBay for sale, just the one-piece crank by itself, and I'll keep the sprocket. The back of it's got a little bit of pitting, but that'll clean off. So these bikes existed from 1966 through 1976, and the last 3 years they did not have the stick shift. I started playing a little bit with some of the rust on the rims, and as you can see, it's a little bit of chrome polish, steel wool, evapor rust, and that Loctite, and all that rust came off of there like I thought it would. The rear one was in worse condition, so I was really glad to see it clean up pretty good. There's a little bit of brake burn on there, which is typical of these bikes. You can see all that rust that was between the spokes is gone. So I'm looking forward to getting this thing together. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't need to replace the rims, and the rims look to be in pretty good condition after all. I just ordered some stuff this morning, so I got my slick for the back. It's a little bit different than the crate slicks, a little thinner, and it's got a little bit of a groove on it. And then turns out this front wheel is actually pretty new, still has the nubs on it, and the set that I bought included front and rear, but I'll probably just leave this one on it even though this is a replacement. Okay, so day one is in the books. Got quite a bit done. I normally don't start cleaning until I take them apart, but once I got started with the rims, went ahead and got inside there as well, cleaned out the hub. That actually came out not too bad, considering that it was on the bike. I'm still going to take these off, and when I put new tires on, I'm going to go through them again and get all the areas there. So I'm going to take off this freewheel, overhaul the bearings and everything, so this will be cleaned thoroughly. But for now, I got a lot of the rust off, like the pedals. This side looks pretty good. The other side, it's got some blemishes. I might look for a replacement. These brakes should clean up nice, and I found some new parts here for the clamps, which are a little bit corroded. That's pretty common. Yeah, overall, the kickstand, if you notice, did clean up, as well as this side of the one-piece crank. So it looks like I'll be able to leave it on there, and I'm going to overhaul the bottom bracket and then clean up those washers as well. I ordered all the parts I needed. Most of them are going to be arriving here by next week. So again, I got the matching paint to do all the little blemishes here and there. I already took all the brake cables off, and I do have some new ones coming in. They're actually authentic light gray cables, so they'll look really nice on it. And I ordered some fenders as well, just to keep the bike authentic to an early 70s version. Looks like in 75 they put the square reflector on it that was attached to the actual fender, and prior to that year, probably I think 73 was the last year, they just had the fender without that attachment on it, which looks better. So I'll definitely add that as well. And I got the seat coming as well, so this bike should come out pretty clean. Handlebar is in pretty good shape. I did find replacements for these clips, so that should also clean up the handlebar as well. Alright guys, well I'm going to go ahead and put this away because I have another bike coming tomorrow and I need to go ahead and get it going. You guys will probably see that video coming up soon as well too. It's my orange crate, and I'll be putting that one together as well. So I want all these previews of these projects posted so we can keep moving, and then I'll definitely get on that Sprint as well as this one here too. So a lot of stuff in the works, and hopefully you guys will stay tuned.